All right, guys, welcome back to Canva. Yesterday, I wanted to show you guys what I did with this workbook. This workbook was initially only 9 pages, and the workbook is talking about healing emotional numbness. It was actually healing emotional numbness, um, reconnecting to yourself. And I'm redoing a lot of my ebooks or reviewing my ebooks for the new year because I'm going to start pushing out these ebooks for people who are interested in fixing things that they see within themselves and need to be fixed, like I did. I spent all of 2025 really assessing myself on what it is that I really wanted, reflecting on the things that I thought I wanted, but then realized I didn't really want, and realized that I spent a lot of time placating to other people. Even though I said I wasn't, I actually was. And I was letting other people affect how I thought, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. Um, and I came to the realization that there were only little things I actually did for myself. And that came out of um, necessity and hardship. I didn't actually do it because there was an opportunity to do it at that time. It was when I was at rock bottom that I was actually coming to the realization that I kept making roughly the same mistake over and over again. And I was letting things compound itself until it was kind of, and I said too late, but I had already gone past a certain level of you should have never gotten to this point kind of conversation with yourself. You should have seen the writing on the wall type conversation with yourself. So I started digging deep into um, shadow work and really addressing, with the help of some life coaches, what is it that I really was trying to accomplish? Did I get there? Did I even meet like a little bit? And unfortunately, I came to the understanding that I did not. Not really. So I started talking to ChatGPT, um, taking some self-help courses and motivational courses, and I came to the understanding that I have the ability to help other people, and that's what I really want to do. I went through a situation a few years ago that involved my daughter and my ex-husband that really tested my ability to handle a situation that, um, by every measure, would have sent someone really off their rocker. And I had to dig deep when I was in counseling and understand that a lot of what happened wasn't my fault. Um, but I still felt like it was my fault because I didn't want her to experience what I experienced as a young girl. And I felt like no matter what I did or how hard I tried to not to have her ever experience that, um, she did anyway. And it was my fault because I didn't do something. So I had to go through a lot of therapy. And thankfully, the people I work with, my leadership, realized that I needed to go to therapy, something that I never thought of. And it was through therapy that I realized that I was holding a lot of baggage in regards to things that really had nothing to do with me. hmm So, with that said, I created multiple ebooks addressing things that I encountered that I think can help other people. Because I was specific about what I was asking the AI to help me with, um, to include what I already knew, were the questions, I guess, that you ask yourself. So, there are times when I would stop, and I have like multiple notebooks where I would just write stuff down, and those were questions on things that happen. How did you react? What would you have done in this situation? Stuff like that. So I created this ebook, and it's one of four. Um, that I created. And this one covers, healing emotional numbness. Because at some point when you've been hurt and you have been disregarded and you've been looked over, you kind of get numb to people. So this book was roughly 2 years in the making. And this book came about a little before I graduated my life coaching seminar and the course that I took, joining DCT, talking to my therapist cousin, um, and just taking a moment to reflect on where I've been and where I'm going to. At 54, um, there's a lot of things I should have done already at 54 that I'm now having to do. And in doing that, I wrote stuff down and I plugged in a lot of this in a book that I didn't quite finish. And then I was reviewing it. So here you go. So I turned this workbook, which only had 9 pages, which roughly had 3 sections, and I downloaded it from Canva and I dropped it into ChatGPT and I asked Minova, which is her name, to turn this into a 30-day reconnection journey or a 30-day ebook workbook slash something, so that women like me can go ahead and address stuff in the privacy of our homes. So it's literally like a journal, um, on things that we think we need to fix, on why we behave the way we do, or why interactions with people are sometimes hard because of the trauma and the other stuff that we've encountered in our lifetimes. And it gave me this wonderful mixture of questions that comes in roughly 3 sections. It expanded, and then I added a few things from the prior book. So there it is. This is the new and improved upgrade, and it's now called Heal Emotional Numbness, a 30-day reconnection journey, instead of the original, which is Healing Emotional Numbness, Reconnecting to Self. So here you go. This will be in the Beacon store and the Stand store very shortly as an upgrade. Alrighty. See you guys later. I gotta go take a kid to work.